You know, he's just covering his butt. Sometimes you just gotta tell a judge he sucks.
You heard what the victim's mom thinks about Judge Todd Baugh. He has been vilified since he handed down that 30-day prison sentence and made those outrageous statements about the victim. Seen there, Therese Morales. The judge had planned to hold a new hearing today to re-sentence the defendant, kind of backtrack. But both the prosecutors and even the defense said he didn't have the authority to just change his mind, change the sentence at the drop of a hat. Well, the Montana Supreme Court agreed and ordered him to cancel that hearing. It is canceled. Here's what the judge said earlier.
Last night, after reviewing all this again, I did execute the judgment that I thought was the only one I could, in good conscience, execute. So that judgment calls for 15 years, all but 2 years suspended.
All right, back out to the legal dream team. Kirby, is the judge off the hook now? Because he can't go back and say, okay, I made a mistake, that was too light. It goes to the Supreme Court now.
Yeah, no, he's not off the hook at all, because now the Supreme Court gets to comment on whether that sentence was legal and proper. So, no, he actually is going to be compelled to be reviewed by a higher court who gets to say that was wrong, assuming it violated the law.
Tanya, there was a mandatory minimum, and he did not hand that down. What I think was so outrageous was to comment on the victim, who has since committed suicide, saying she was beyond her years. How did he know that? He didn't know her. And even if he did, inappropriate.
Oh, absolutely. Look, that demonstrated that not only was his sentence grossly insensitive, but his words were just absolutely outrageous. An outrageous assault on this poor young victim who was a child, who is not here to defend herself. How does he know anything about her? He never met her. He never spoke to her. So for him to take that position, I think, really offended a lot of people. So the sentence was outrageous. What he said about it was even worse.
Almost implying there was blame there.
It was her fault.
Right. And the perpetrator, he could have manipulated this young girl, which probably happened.
No, absolutely. I was a sex crimes prosecutor for years, and that happened all the time. You have grown men that would manipulate children. That's what these girls are, children, into sexual activities. This judge's behavior, totally wrong.
And as you said, not off the hook. We shall see. This continues. Thanks so much to both of you. Great to talk to you.
Thanks for having me.
Meanwhile, we're talking football next. Did you